Who else really trying to mess with Hollywood Cole? I'm with Marley Cheeto. Hollywood shows.
Yeah, so I mean, this trend that we're by here is it's a trend called monochrome skate. I was kind of born out of a few bits of research that we kind of seen over a few seasons. There was a bit of a skater punk kind of thing that was kind of going on. There's a few bits that we saw out of kind of brands out of kind of Toronto. You've got kind of Palace Skates out kind of the UK, and kind of this kind of like punky kind of street vibe kind of going on. At the same time, on our site, we kind of seen a massive kind of incline in kind of sales on kind of black products. I know that sounds kind of pretty ridiculous, but kind of guys generally buy blue. They love blue. You know, they love blue jeans. They love navy blue. It's kind of softer on skin. It's easier to wear, and it's almost kind of seen as like the men's kind of colour. So to start to see these spikes in sales, kind of we knew that something was kind of happening. So you've got, you know, kind of monochromatic kind of graphics kind of on kind of plain white tees. This idea of kind of trying to wear them slightly oversized. The stars and stripes thing kind of coming through. Fonts and typography being kind of quite key to the trend as well. It's not very much about kind of photography or kind of like, you know, classic kind of placement prints. But this kind of is a trend that launches in August. We've obviously kind of given it an Australian spin, so you've got kind of far more kind of like, you know, denim shorts, kind of jersey shorts in there. The jogger being kind of a really kind of key thing for us at the moment. So we're seeing this as kind of like almost the trend of the moment in the UK. This idea of kind of like a jogging bottom, not for something that you kind of would wear on a Sunday morning, something that you would actually kind of go out kind of to party in with a pair of kind of you know, kind of, I say, luxury kind of sneakers, long van sneakers or something like that, and kind of teaming it all up. But there is definitely there's a casual side to this, and there's a far more formal side to it. But you know, that's obviously our ASOS trend, which is us looking at kind of what's going on globally, doing all our travel, going to LA, New York, Tokyo, seeing what's happening, pulling that together. When it comes to Puma, very much kind of what we're doing there is looking at more inspirational material, stuff that's actually not necessarily kind of product related. It might be photography, it might be architecture, taking kind of more of a steer from print and actually kind of creating these stories, using kind of print to create the stories, and building a collection on that. It's far more kind of concise. It's kind of only 30 pieces. We try and split it up so it's almost like a catwalk collection, so there's a beginning, middle and an end. The fabric palette is really kind of tight and refined, colour palette is, print palette is, and it's kind of been really successful. So this kind of the Puma collection is the second one we've done with Puma up to now. So we did Autumn Winter 12 and Spring Summer 13. It launched last week. Fantastic launch, fantastic sales. We're really happy with the product. I think Puma are really happy with the product as well. So kind of, yeah, quite a success. Our ambition is to be like #1 globally. You know, the one-stop shop to go for fashion for a 20-something kind of guy. So the idea of appealing for anyone who's 20 to 29, whether you're a student in your first job, you're settled down in your second job, you've got a bit more disposable income, and I'd be able to almost kind of provide product at the right level of design and almost the right kind of price point as well for all them kind of guys that were in that kind of that segment as well.
Who else really trying to mess with Hollywood Cole? I'm with Marley Cheeto. Hollywood shows.